Just wait until the shine wears off. You might be a big fish in a little pond. Doesn't mean you won, 'cause alone may come.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for a little NBA basketball. It's Tuesday night basketball. It's the Miami Heat facing off against the Toronto Raptors. And without any further ado, let's head to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew at the arena. I'll be back at halftime.
The Raptors look to take charge at the Air Canada Centre here in downtown Toronto. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And we'll be seeing Dwayne Wade, and guys, really one of the great players to watch.
And Kevin, he's really solidified his role as the closer on this team. You know, Miami struggled to figure out whether they'd go to LeBron or Bosh or Wade at first. I think Wade has become the guy.
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to have two guys that are capable of closing, Steve. And I agree with you, though. His aggressiveness and confidence probably give him a slight edge in closing over LeBron. You can play great defense on him, but he still typically finds a way to get the shot he wants.
Well, it was the Toronto Raptors in their last game, a loss to Milwaukee at Bradley Center. And that's one they'd like to have back. A little more focus would have been enough. Just a 4-point loss.
Well, there's no doubt they played well enough to win that game. It truly could have gone either way, Clark.
Well, the lesson in this one is you can't just play well for 3.5 quarters and expect to win. I mean, they didn't close it out the way they should have. That's on them.
Now here's Gay. Pass to Hansbrough. Gay outside. Into Johnson. Clock at 6. Misses from short range.
Well, you know, it seems that Amir Johnson is the kind of player who's always in and out of a starting lineup. Never really had a chance to lock down that starting role for an extended period of time last year, but was pretty good when he did get the nod.
Lowry with the ball. Wade picks him up. Here's Gay. No good. The Heat go the other way with it. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
I just loved the rhythm they got into offensively. I mean, they really started to click from the outset, and it carried through the whole way.
And that result was indeed impressive. They basically cruised all the way home.
And for Amir Johnson, it's pretty unbelievable, but he's approaching a decade in the NBA. The kid from Los Angeles, it just seemed like the other day, you know, he was just coming to the league. Just 26 years of age, and here he is, almost a decade in the league.
Yeah, drafted out of Westchester High School in Los Angeles. You wonder how his development would have been different if he'd gone the college route, but he does seem to be coming on now the last couple of seasons.
LeBron with the bucket.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. DeRozan on the wing. Back to Lowry. Takes the 3. LeBron grabs the miss. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great team until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
Feeds it to DeRozan. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And here's Miami. Bosh dishes to Chalmers. Wade misses. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs. Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that. You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
And here's Lowry. Following the three from Chalmers. In transition, here comes Miami. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
So it's Toronto now. After the Heat pick up two. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, a very familiar opponent. They've played these guys an awful lot over the years, and this is the first of their 4 get-togethers this season.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's LeBron.
Oh, look out! Thanks!
Already shaking.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Raptors trail by 11. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra, and he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Gay. The Heat getting the bucket. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end the drought, and that one's good. Gay's got his first 2 points of the night. Miami leading by 9. Back to LeBron. And there's another one for the Heat.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Shane Battier is checked in for the Heat. The Heat shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
You know, it appeared to be another season where the Raptors would be near the bottom of the league, but while the terms rock bottom and embarrassing floated around, they made some moves and were able to go on a run to climb towards the middle of the pack. Looky here, looky here. How about that one? That play, take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He
Gosh,
sure
that
did.
was neat.
And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
Well, we all know the trade for Rudy Gay, the major move coming last season for the Raptors. They were able to get a look at the playoff scenario at times. And, you know, Steve, it looked like they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a team that has struggled the last few years, but I think that spark near the end of the regular season gives them hope. And now it's time to start that climb, get back into the playoffs, and continue to build and become an excellent NBA franchise, because they have the potential to do so.
3 from Gay, and it's good. Gay's got 5 now.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Raptors trail by 9. Dishes to Gay. Kicks it to Johnson. Raptors moving the ball around. The drive by Lowry. Second chance effort. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game.
Tyler Hansbrough at the line for 2.
First free throw is good.
Tyler Hansbrough, a physical player, came out of North Carolina, is really good at drawing fouls in bunches, even in limited playing time.
And the Heat making a change here. Oden's checked in. And for Hansbrough, a low career field goal percentage for a big man, but his free throws help make up for that in a way.
Yeah, he's a guy who's just going to put his head down and try to create contact, get to the line, find some garbage points around the basket. But he's an energy guy and someone you love having coming off the bench because of the spark he can provide when he enters the game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Raptors trail by 7. Lowry gets a screen from Hansbrough. The shot by Gay. And Hansbrough kicks to Gay. Another miss by Gay.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Wade
Punches it down with pop.
rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. 5th for free throw shooting. And for the team scoring numbers, not a strong point for them. Only top 20 in the league. This team needs to pick it up offensively.
Very well-coached team, Clark. I mean, you look at the numbers, and you talked about the few turnovers. Top 5 in the league, in fact, in fewest mistakes. So this is a well-disciplined, well-coached team. And when they're on their game, they're just one of those teams you hate to play against because they don't give you anything easy.
Well, it was about midway through last season, guys, that we started hearing the rumors about Greg Oden working out and getting back in shape so he could make a return to the NBA. And lo and behold, here he is, the former Ohio State standout.
And he can't get the first one. And for Oden, a new start in the NBA, the former #1 overall pick out of Ohio State back in 2007 for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Such a shame, the repeated knee injuries that kept Oden from achieving all that he'd hoped for in Portland. But you just hope that he would eventually get a chance to return and come back. So it's nice to see him out on the floor.
And the Raptors call time here.
You know, when something works for you, you stay with it. The Heat saw after the 2012 finals that small ball was very effective for them. You can see why they chose to do that, given how hard it is to find a power forward that can match up with LeBron. Makes good sense.
Lowry against Chalmers. Outside Lowry. Landry Fields on the wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to AC. Raptors need to get a shot. The shot by Lowry. And again, no good by Toronto. And mismatches really are what make an NBA offense go at times. Not only can Miami overpower you, Steve, you know, with their sheer talent at times, but if you're trying to guard a perimeter player with a big, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, some people still see small ball as a gimmick, but you know, for Miami, it's different because you've got LeBron James playing the power forward. So it's not really small ball. He can rebound, he can defend, he can do everything. And so the Heat become a nightmare to guard at the other end, and you can rarely take advantage of them offensively. I love his kind of mid to long range jump shot. It's a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situations.
You're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot.
And here's Lowry following the 3 from Chalmers. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Back to LeBron. T-Wade on the wing. LeBron outside. Wade outside. Pass to Oden. Battier right side. Shoots. Leaps for it. The shot is off. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Lowry drives in. And it's blocked by Wade.
He's got to contribute. He's got to produce if his team's going to get back in it in this quarter.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Raptors trail by 13.
And, you know, for Raptors coach Dwayne Casey from last season, he's wanted to improve the rim protection inside. Now with a little more size, you add Valanciunas, and hopefully the pieces are in place for Casey to build a winning team in Toronto.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
Here's Chalmers. Great defense that time from Landry Fields. Toronto's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And the Raptors with some changes. Richardson comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Rejected by Battier. He kicks to Wade. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And when you look at this Raptors team, they have size and athleticism, Steve, certainly capable of defending well.
Yeah, they do have the talent to be good defensively. Some length on the perimeter. I think Valanciunas is an interesting player with defensive capability. So this is a club that has the potential to be pretty good at that end of the floor.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Miami. Wade, no good on the free throw.
Wade seems to be slowing down just a touch, and the difficulty as you get older when you're not a great jump shooter, which Wade is not, is that the defenses will back off you. And that's the big challenge now for Dwayne Wade, adjusting to that newer style of defense that he's going to be looking at. He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Augustine against Chalmers. He dishes it today. Count it from 12. And Steve, you go back to the strong output for Dwayne Wade last season for the fourth time. In his career, he averaged over 20 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists a game. Clark, one of only 4 players in the league last season to hit that mark.
And Kevin, he led all shooting guards in player efficiency rating for the 5th consecutive season. Some might argue, but the numbers speak truth. He's the best shooting guard in the game.
Raptors trail by 16. Doubled by Anderson. Augustine passes to Fields. The feed to Richardson. Raptors moving the ball around, and the shot is good. Day's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Battier dishes to Anderson. The jump hook. Toronto grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And Augustine kicks to Valanciunas. The pass to Augustine. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Wade passes to Anderson. Battier outside. He feeds it to Wade. The dish now to Chalmers. Passes it to Battier. LeBron James on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Heat lead by 12. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
NBA season blasts off. Kyrie Irving and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Joakim Noah and the Chicago Bulls next Monday, 7 p.m. Central. Don't miss it.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
How about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been altered or rejected.
Raptors trail by 12 And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Haslam and Bosch up front. And it's Chalmers in at the 1. Ross, that's good.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, Toronto has usually been on the wrong end of free agency in the past, but DeMar DeRozan doesn't understand it. He says of Toronto, quote, "It's a great city. It's really diverse. The culture's great. The fan base is great. They might not be getting any big free agents, but DeMar might be working on that, guys."
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Bosch kicks to Haslam. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
Well, no team likes to have their first-round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
Day, he's guarded by Haslam. Doubled by Haslam. And Augustine kicks to Day. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Now we get a chance to check out LeBron James. Coming off an excellent season last year, 4th in scoring, 5th in field goal percentage, and his passing skills were on full display last season. He was in the top 15 in the league in assists.
And, Steve, he was definitely one of the most reliable, efficient scorers in the NBA. I mean, his top 5 ranking put him right there in the ranks of the elite scorers.
Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top 3 in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, I mean, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick because the draft wasn't deep, and the Raptors have a lot of young talent already and that they can make improvement with.
And Toronto making a change here. Hansbrough's checked in. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Heat in 5th.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. I mean, you could see their confidence growing as they continue to put up points on the board.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Feeds to Richardson. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. Rudy Gay's checked in for Quentin Richardson. Kicks it to Ross. To halt the run. And it's Miami with the rebound. Chalmers has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wade. That's short off the rim.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Dishes to Ross. He passes to Augustine. Johnson. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosch has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Wade outside. Pass to LeBron. He kicks it to Bosch. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
Yeah, and you know the fans out in L.A. really hoping for a win in that one.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gets the bucket. Chalmers has got 15.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare. Then the Pacers really took them deep all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Udonis Haslem. And Hansbrough kicks to Ross. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Augustine, trying to get back on track. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Augustine's got his third bucket of the night. And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against him. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7. It came down to LeBron James's brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier.
Wade can't hit. Raptors trail by 14. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Wade. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. You know, every great player needs someone to push them to be better. LeBron said last year that, you know, that's what Kevin Durant does with him. And I think he works as hard as he does, knowing that Durant is coming to try to take his spot as the best player in the league.
He dishes it to Gay. Wide open. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. The Heat leading by 16. Wade passes to Bosch. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And going back to LeBron for the time being, he's solidified Clark his standing. I think everyone would agree is the best player in the NBA.
Well, how about 4 league MVP trophies to his credit? One of only 5 players in league history to win that many. One of only a few players to be both MVP of the league and MVP of the finals in the same year. So, enough said.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Augustine with it. 6 points for him. The feed now to Ross. Lewis grabs the board.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
And Bosch gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. 6 points for Chris Bosch.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense. Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
LeBron kicks to Bosch. Johnson's there. Out to Wade. Now the pass to Chalmers. Augustine with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Gay with the ball. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, the Raptors really struggled against the rest of the conference last year, only going 22-30. And that certainly doesn't put any fear in the opponents. They're looking to improve on that this season.
The Heat leading by 18. Right side Bosch. The fader. And there's another one for the Heat. Well, back to the Raptors, I would expect them to end up with a better win total against the East this year, as they have seemed to, Steve, found a bit of their identity at the end of the season.
Well, they made some dramatic changes in the middle of the year, trading for Rudy Gay, and I think ultimately it might be for the best, you know, as they seem to play with more bite as the season wore on. They had more edge, a little more talent, so now they have to put it all together. You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
And it's blocked by Bosch. And here's the fast break. Chalmers leading the way. Gets the bucket. And that's 21 points for Dwayne Wade.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Back to Gay. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Hands broke. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Well, coaches love him because of the hustle he's continually showing out on the floor. And I think where you really see it most is on the offensive boards.
And one more thing to point out about him is what a rugged player he is, how hard he works every game, and he's always battling.
He feeds it to Augustine. Passes to Ross. Now the dish to Gay. 6 on the shot clock. And Augustine kicks to Gay. The Raptors rebound. Feeds it to Ross. Tries again. Misses off the right iron.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, there is no doubt Chris Bosh has taken his share of criticism in Miami. People call them, quote, the big 2.5, saying he hasn't lived up to that top billing. But for Eric Spoelstra, he said he is our most important player. We've said that for 3 seasons. He allows everything to work on both ends of the court. Guys, you think about it, offensively, he's a floor spacer and an offensive rebounder. And defensively, he anchors the Heat inside. Spoelstra called him, quote, a perfect fit for their system.
He's got the length factor to be sure. Thanks, Doris. The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first.
The Heat marched their way to the best record in the league last season, 66-16, and the ability to win on the road, a big part of that league best record.
The Heat making a switch here. Cole's checked in. And back to the Heat in their play on the road. 29 wins for them as the visiting side, and that was in another category compared to every other team in the league. Steve, nobody else really even came close.
No, nobody did. And I'll tell you what, when they went on their huge winning streak, it wasn't like they did it all at home. In fact, 13 of those 27 games during their winning streak were on the road, and that's not easy to do.
And Augustine kicks to Hansbrough. Dishes it to Augustine. Hansbrough. It's rebounded by Vernado. LeBron, left side. And he elevates with a slam dunk. Amir Johnson did not like that one. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Now here is Augustine. He's guarded close. Kicks it to Hansbrough. He passes to Gay. Pass to DeRozan. Toronto working the ball around now. Stolen by Allen. And now here comes Cole, leading the break. Here's Vernado.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you know what, guys? DeMar DeRozan said he watched a lot of tape of Dwayne Wade working on the low block, learning to pass out of double teams and attack weaker defenders. That's definitely an area he can exploit in his own game.
And for DeRozan, not a great playmaker, but he has made strides in that area.
Yeah, last season he significantly improved his assist-to-turnover ratio, and that's exactly what you want to see out of your shooting guards, because even though they're not playmakers as point guards, shooting guards are handling the ball too and making plays.
The Raptors have been in the rebuilding process for a while now, and even though they still didn't crack the postseason, they were able to do something they haven't done in several years, win more than they lose here in Toronto.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Quincy Aces checked in for Johnson. And it's Lowry in for Augustine. Haslam can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. And here's Gay outside. Here's Hansbrough. Second chance shot. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Jonas Haslam. His second personal, 13.
And it might seem like such a small accomplishment, but going back to what you said, Clark, about the Raptors, But they are a young team, and it takes small steps like that to climb up the standings. Steve, you know this year to year.
Yeah, no question. I mean, unless you have a once-in-a-lifetime or at least once-in-a-generation type player in the draft, you have to do it with smaller steps, and that's what the Raptors are trying to do.
Allen, that's good.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Outside Lowry. He kicks it to DeRozan. Gay beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Hansbrough's got 10 points in the quarter. Allen dishes to Haslam. Pass to Vernado. And there's the feed to Cole. The pass to Allen. Kicks to Haslam. Great D that time for Mason. No good from Vernado.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
And DeRozan throws it down.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it? Oh, man.
Yep, reminds me a lot of myself in my younger days too, guys. Oh, wait, maybe not.
For Miami, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
First one falls for him. And Miami making a change here. Oden's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Raptors trail by 20. Gay passes to Lowry. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lowry's got his second bucket tonight.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Lowry. DeRozan's got 10 points.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Battier, he's covered by Gay. And Cole kicks to Oden. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. No good on the free throw. Andrew Fields checking in for Toronto. He doesn't get the second one. Raptors shooting in the second quarter 46%. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Well, Heat leading by 14. He dishes it to Allen. Passes it to Vernado. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Here is Fields. Lowry drives in. No luck.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Miami ahead, up by 16. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night. I'm Damon Bruce. Miami up on top against Toronto. They've yet to lose so far this season and are looking fantastic in this one too. For Dwayne Wade, things are going way too easy against Toronto. High percentage looks in the first half. Amazing work from the field, shooting in the high 60s. That's big-time bucket by him. It's been a disappointment, though, for the Raptors so far, and it's a problem again, jacking up too many threes with Jack Squat to show for it. A slow go so far from Kyle Lowry. Miscue after miscue. It's a comedy of errors, but his teammates aren't laughing. Now let's check out the other games still in progress. The Knicks have the lead out in New York against Charlotte. Game up in the air with the second quarter underway. And another one also in progress. The Indiana Pacers right now trailing the Pistons out in Detroit. They've fallen 5 back in the second quarter out there. And to look now at the rest of the action from around the NBA. Atlanta currently trailing the Kings out in Sacramento. Trying to pull their way back in. They're down by 9 in the third quarter. And that's it for now. Thanks for stopping in with us. It's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, who are all ready with the call in the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Nice numbers from D-Wade. He's got 21 points and a block. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
Well, it's a good example, Clark, of how you set the table for the rest of your teammates. He's really brought focus and energy to this game.
Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Gay in at the 3. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Here's Bosch. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Well, coming off a title last year, you always wonder if a team will maybe relax a little bit. They usually won't admit to it, but Chris Bosch readily said it at times that his team had a difficult time lighting that fire again.
The first one falls. Let me go back to what Bosch said. I think that is true for every team, Clark, that comes off a championship, but they usually don't admit it like Bosch did.
Well, you know what? Once you've won it all, there is a bit of a relief and a little malaise that may settle over you, but I've always respected Bosch's candor. He's a guy who doesn't bite his tongue, and he articulates what he feels, and I think it's impressive that they fought back to the finals once more, because that shows they eventually did recapture that fire.
First personal foul. Shooting for Miami, Mario Chalmers. Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Chalmers.
Hey, last season Chalmers missed a game-winning shot. That happens to a lot of guys in this league, but what he did the next game is of note. He made 10 threes, and arguably his best game ever, as he set a Miami Heat team record for makes beyond the arc.
So he gets them both. And Mario Chalmers grew up in Alaska. Not too many NBA players hailing from up there, taken with the 34th pick back in 08.
He's played his entire career with the Heat, and really it was a perfect situation for him when LeBron arrived, because he's a kind of a combo guard. He plays the point, but he's an excellent spot-up shooter, so he can play off of LeBron and Wade quite well.
He feeds it to Hansbrough. Gay outside. Sinks the triple. Gay's got 12.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. Good ball movement here by the Heat. LeBron with the bucket.
Well, there was a time, guys, when the Raptors were one of the top offenses in the league. They just couldn't defend. And then it would switch around. 11-12, they became a much better defensive team and couldn't score. Last season, they kind of leveled out on both sides of the ball.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 9 points for Kyle Lowry. And back to the Raptors, Clark. What you described sounds like a team really in search of an identity. Steve, you see that as well?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I mean, this is a club that has the length and athleticism to be disruptive defensively. That's where they really need to focus, and I think that's where Dwayne Casey will really try to make improvement this year.
Back to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. The dish to Gay. Chris Bosch with the rebound. Bosch has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Poked away. Into Johnson. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition. Well, he's one of the most explosive finishers in the game, guys. 6'7", great leaping ability, and can really run the wing in transition.
Yeah, in a strong frame too, Steve. He can throw it down with the best of them. And the first one drops.
You know, this is a trend that's catching on more and more in the NBA, and now DeMar DeRozan can be added to the list. He dips his hands in wax prior to the game, so he has a soft feel of the ball. The paraffin wax, we call it.
Shane Battier is checked in for Miami. Both free throws good from DeRozan. And for DeRozan, Coach Casey wants him aggressive, attacking the basket. He needs that soft touch.
Well, DeRozan, yeah, he has to become a better shooter. And as he does, it will make him that much more effective when he's putting up the ball on the floor and getting to the rim, which he's already so good at.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Toronto calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout. An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 9th assist in the game now. Raptors trail by 15. Hansbrough, a screen on Chalmers. Here's Lowry. The shot no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
And here we can check out the story on Rudy Gay. Solid numbers last season. 16th in scoring. And he was also among the league leaders in steals, finishing in the top 20 in that category.
And you know, Steve, as you said, he showed tremendous scoring ability last season. I mean, he really deserved his spot as a top 20 scorer in points per game.
And it's Lowry again missing.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
It's tipped. LeBron, Lowry covering. Chalmers dishes to Wade. Another miss by Wade.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Here's DeRozan. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. DeRozan's got 14. Miami leading by 13. Chalmers passes to Wade. Battier with the lead pass. Looks for Bosch. Gets it to him. And it's on its way from Chalmers for 2. And he hits the jump shot. Chalmers has got 19 points.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Feeds it to DeRozan.
Oh, man, that was unreal. Mark it up. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Battier, Hansbrough defending. Battier against Lowry. Dishes it to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Fires the 3. That one goes. Count. Lowry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Chalmers dishes to Bosch. Pass to Wade. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Chris Bosch. He kicks to Gay. That one off the back iron and out.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Gay with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Day's checked in. Wade passes to Anderson. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Valanciunas. Gate kicks to DeRozan. He passes to Lowry. Knocked away. To the inside. Here's Chalmers. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Miami.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's LeBron. Gets it to go. LeBron's got 17 now.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
The Heat leading by 12. James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 19 points.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
On the left block, and the Raptors tack on 2 more. The Heat have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Wade, DeRozan defending, got that one up quick. 27 points for Dwayne Wade.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
While not as dominant on defense as they were a year before, the Heat still were tough at that end of the court. The thing is, you could see them turn it on and turn it off when they needed to defensively, so they always managed to get the key stop when they needed it.
They get it again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Raptors have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Well, this was a very consistent free throw shooting team a year ago. They shot about 79%.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And when you're coming off a title like the Heat are, there is, a natural tendency to cruise. But, Clark, you said this, and Steve, I'm sure you want to comment on it. They can turn it up in a hurry.
Well, it's just so much athleticism on this team that if they want to pressure you in the half court, they usually can force turnovers. And if not, they can also sit back and play a more straight-up defensive style and be very effective that way as well.
Lowry against Chalmers. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Pass to Oden. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Now Lowry, 12 points for him, and the pass today. But they'll get another chance.
Nice hustle to get them a second look.
DeRozan's shot is good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Wade, DeRozan defending, and Dwayne Wade with the 3. Wade's got 9 points here in the second half. Raptors trail by 11. Lowry gets a screen from Valanciunas. Day dishes to Lowry. The feed to Richardson. Second shot opportunity, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Norris Cole, he's checked in for the Heat. The Heat leading by 9. Kicks to Anderson, defended by Day. Wade passes to Oden. Back to Wade. LeBron sets the screen for Wade. Here's Cole. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Well, I like the setup there. LeBron with the nice pick.
Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half.
Team foul. Greg Oden. That's his first personal foul.
After a big improvement defensively in 11-12, the Raptors took a step back in that department last year with all the moving parts, young players they added, and gelling that had to be done. You could see why that would have been the case.
That's good from DeRozan. Well, we do know young teams struggle with D, as you were talking about, Clark, and the Raptors definitely fell into that category last season. They have some athletic players for sure, and, you know, they could get better this year and beyond, Steve, if they work as a unit. Of course, that'll be the key.
Yeah, they weren't bad by any means last season. I mean, they would end up near the middle or at least bottom third of every big defensive stat. But, you know, they made some strides, and I think this year they have to take that next step, and they've got to continue to build on what they have.
Raptors trail by 11. Outside Lowry. He dishes it to DeRozan. Ring shot on the way. Excellent D from Greg Oden.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Passes it to Cole. Heat moving the ball around. And stolen by Richardson. And DeRozan kicks to Richardson. The shot misses. Nice D from Haslam. Oden dishes to LeBron. Back to Oden. He feeds it to Cole. Pass to Oden. Deflected. The rebound by Hansbrough. Raptors shooting the ball at 46% success rate since the beginning of the third quarter. And stolen by Oden. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. Fifth, the Raptors.
You know, it's interesting when you look at this team, Kevin. I mean, they found a way to get their whole team to knock down free throws at a consistent level. I mean, a team that can't make free throws, that's a huge liability and one you don't want to deal with. They'd like to repeat their success at the line this year.
Back to DeRozan. Plenty of space. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Oden. Buries it down low. And the Heat lead by 11. Raptors shooting well. They're at 45%. Lowry gets a screen from Hansbrough. Johnson, the pass to Richardson. Another shot. Here's Hansbrough, and he bangs it home with one hand.
You know, we didn't see too many plays like that when they were digging this hole for themselves.
No, maybe they'll start Clark making up for it now.
It's all about effort and energy and anticipation, and they're finally getting some of that.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line, Douglas Haslam. 2 shots.
That's good from Hansel.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Chris Anderson has checked in for Greg Oden. He's perfect from the line this time. Raptors trail by 11. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Stolen by Allen. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Cole. Count the buckets. Cole's got 4 points in the quarter.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, and great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
DeRozan releases from the wing and drills it. DeRozan's got 14 points now in the second half.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Cole's shot is good.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Gay can't hit. Got it off in time. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat lead by 13. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Monday, November 11th. Al Horford and the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Charlotte Bobcats. It's the real deal.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Miami leading by 13. It's stolen by DeRozan. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, Haslam and Bosh up front. Ray Allen and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Cole in at the point.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
DeRozan dishes to Lowry. Rudy Gay on the wing. Feeds to Hansbrough. Goes up the baseline. Shot's good.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Look out at the Raptors' upcoming schedule. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Bobcats. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. That free throw missing. And Miami making a change here. Chalmers is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Now here is Lowry. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Johnson, the pass to Lowry. Looking to get it going. Goes back up. Goes up again. Miami grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's the dish to Haslam. And stolen by Gay. He kicks it to Hansbrough. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll see some free throws here. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. A different look for Miami. Lewis comes in for Udonis Haslam. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Ray Allen. And the second free throw, good. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Wade drives in. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Amir Johnson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Dishes it to Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
That drops. 12 points for Chris Bosh. Raptors trail by 15. Here's Lowry. Takes the lead pass. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Amir Johnson's checked in for the Raptors. Hansbrough setting the pick for Johnson. Here's Gay. He passes it to Lowry. Stolen by Bosh. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Wade. Wade's got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And DeRozan kicks to Johnson. DeRozan, and it's Lowry penetrating. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
You got to love the way that Amir Johnson attacks around the rim, whether it's, looking to finish off a play or grab a rebound or block a shot. You love his no-nonsense approach to defending and finishing in the lane.
And Amir Johnson, not just a finisher, Clark, around the rim, a shot blocker, a pretty good defender.
Yeah, he's got excellent length for a power forward, and he's put some rocks in his pockets over the years. He's become better able to hold his ground inside. Folks, that means basically he's added some weight is what's happened with Amir.
And the Heat making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Lewis. Back to Anderson. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
Back to Gay. All sorts of time. They grab their own miss. Hansbrough.
Boy, what a throwdown after doing a great job to corral the rebound.
Well, there aren't that many players with a better nose for the ball than him.
Agreed.
And with the D always scattered after an offensive rebound, he knows exactly how to get that to work for him.
And Rudy Gay with the slam.
Sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Agreed. Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game. While they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
Pass to DeRozan. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. DeRozan's got 27.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Anderson's shot is off. Raptors trail by 13. Back to Johnson. The pass to Lowry. Gay outside. Hansbrough inside. Good on the shot. 20 points for him.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Lewis misses. The Raptors have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Lowry, defended by Chalmers. Lowry drawing the double team. Hansbrough. The three. Gay misses.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Nice defense from Anderson.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Here's Wade. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. Allen comes in for Rashard Lewis.
One thing with Wade that doesn't seem to be going away is his quickness off the dribble. He still has that devastating crossover. He may not be able to do it every night, but there are nights when he just looks like he's right in his prime. Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
The Heat leading by 14. It's stolen by Hansbrough. The feed to DeRozan. Doubled by Bosh. Hansbrough dishes to Gay. Kicks it to Lowry. Back to Gay. Lets it go with a three. Here's Hansbrough, and he lays it straight in. Hansbrough's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And Wade has a number of elusive moves, Clark, getting into the lane. He can hit the spin, the Euro step, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
And the windmill crossover.
He's got it all. I mean, he's figured out how to get to that bucket. And I think the crossover is probably his custom move. Just as he changes direction, swings the ball quickly over his head to the other side, avoiding the rip. And makes it look so natural you might think nothing of it, but youngsters around the league, go to school on that one. That's a heck of a move.
Chalmers pass to Bosch. The shot is off. Excellent D there by Johnson.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
The drive by LeBron. Tipped. Fast break Toronto. And DeRozan kicks to Gay. He dishes it to Lowry. Back to Gay. Passes to DeRozan. Uncovered. And that one swishes right in. DeRozan's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's locked in right now, guys. Hitting some big shots here in the fourth quarter.
Pass to Bosch. And here's Lowry. He feeds it to Gay. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 20 points for Rudy Gay.
A turnover at one end and bang, a bucket at the other. There have been a few of those quick turnarounds here today.
Yeah, there's no defense for a fast break opportunity. You have to take care of the ball in order to allow your defense to set up.
Here's DeRozan. Tries again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Well, some really terrific numbers for DeRozan. 31 points and 4 steals. Whether it's making a tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
Well, he's had a great feel for the game today, for his teammates, for the situation, for his opponents. I mean, he knows what's going on out there.
Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Ray Allen. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
He's having a great game at the free throw line, Kevin. His hot streak continues.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Good. And that's now 37 points for Dwayne Wade. Here's Lowry. DeRozan on the wing. And that one hits back iron. Miami leading by 6. Wade dishes to Haslem. Here's Bosch. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. He lobs it up and finished off by DeRozan.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
Here's Haslem. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Toronto with the ball. 8-point game. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Remains the ball. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Feeds it to Bosch. Baseline jumper, and it's Miami with another.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
Chalmers against Lowry. Gay kicks to Johnson. Nice D from Bosch. The Heat leading by 10. Chalmers passes to Haslem. LeBron James on the wing. A 3-ball. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. DeRozan on the wing. And again, Toronto no luck. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. No good from Wade.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Here's DeRozan. Misses off the left iron. Heat shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
There's the dish to Hansbrough. Miami grabs the miss. Haslam's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Bosch. Can't hit. Nice D from DeRozan.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Lowry with the ball. Wade picks him up. Wide open look. Raptors get it back. Johnson dishes to Gay. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. LeBron. Heat moving the ball around. Haslam can't get it to go.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
And DeRozan, here we go. Comes up empty down low. Miami's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. LeBron right side from 18 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses. Toronto shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Lowry for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
Yeah, it's the anticipation more than anything. It's understanding where that ball is going before anybody else on the floor does.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Now here's Wade. It's Bosch with the drive. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Heat lead by 10.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
Eight seconds left in the game. Fields' shot is good. And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. Puts it up. Offline. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade.
It's even better.